Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to Motivation Monday. This week I am using the Gingerbread Man. He's just so cute. He is in the Holiday Mini Catalog and we've used him a few times, but today I'm going to show you a few new things that I came up with, and then we're going to use him on a card without actually using the Gingerbread Man. So stay with me for that. I would like to welcome Cindy Ball. She is a new member of the group. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, this craziness that happens every Monday with the camera, it's just getting to be a normal thing, and I don't know why. So hang in there with me. It's just so weird. I actually reached out to, hi Sandra, reached out to Canva because that's who my phone mount is through. And I'm like, what is going on? Because my camera, if I put my phone in and then I turn it, it just spins around. So there's no telling where it goes. So they actually got right back with me, and I thought I had it good. And actually it is tighter and it doesn't do that craziness. But yeah, sometimes with Facebook, it's like, which way am I going? So just forgive me on Mondays when that happens, and I try to figure it out. So we are here and all is good. So like I said, Gingerbread Man, and look, I made this cute little card with him. This is not what we're doing today, but this is the first time I've actually made the card as they intended, like with the connected there, because this fun die inside here is connected. And I showed you before ways to get around so you don't have that flat mark there. So we are doing other projects today where we take care of that. So he's going to have 2 full arms. But I thought, you know what? I haven't made a card like this yet. How they, wanted you to make it. So I made one. Isn't she cute? And she's a she because I put a little bow in her hair. And you see this right here, this little sign with the X's and O's. I brought in Valentine Kisses. This is a new set that is, it will be available very soon to you guys. So it's got matching dies with it. And yeah, they're all in here, the stamps and the dies. Look how thin that is. So I was kind of excited to play with this. I did do some flowers, and I was going to put that in the Gingerbread Man's hand, but I changed my mind and I just made the sign because there's a cute little sign here, and then I stamped it with the wood grain. So I thought it was cute. So this is the Gingerbread Man without alterations here. So what I want to show you today, I actually, I did a YouTube short, and I created this cute little silverware holder here, but we're going to change this up today too, because after Christmas and all that, and you're like, what do I need a Gingerbread Man for? I'm going to show you how to use him on into Valentine's Day and other holidays. He doesn't have to be just for Christmas. So I've changed it up. And actually, I've changed it a little bit from the YouTube short. When I made this, I had the paper butting up right together, and I wasn't liking how it opened here. So I just kind of changed it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys today how I changed it. But we are making this. These are my grandbaby's silverware. So I stuck them in. They're like the perfect little size. But you can modify this. This is with a 6x6 piece of paper. And you can modify this and make it a little bit taller so that you can put normal size silverware in there. But it's just a cute little holder, holds your little treat and holds your silverware. So we're making this. We're also making a fun fold, and we are making a Christmas card, like I said, that does not use the Gingerbread Man. So if you guys have any questions for me, I don't really have any new announcements other than today is Cyber Monday. So Stampin' Up! Is offering paper pumpkin kits, subscriptions. You can get the 3-month, 6-month, or year subscriptions at a discount. So don't forget about that. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, then you can take advantage of that. And yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. Nothing too exciting going on over here, but there are a few little things. So today we are using shaded spruce. I love this color. It's just a really, it's just something different for Christmas. I do like that. So let me get my little notes here so I can tell you exactly what we're doing. That's not it. Okay, so this is shaded spruce, 5.5 by 8.5. And I have a piece of white for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to put that there. Now, the card that I made is right here, but I'm going to change it up a little bit because I thought if I ink blended this, that would make my tag stand out a little bit more. So I did. I did it in pink, and I'm not feeling it. I'm just, it was okay. Maybe I needed to go a little darker, but I just wasn't real happy with it. So I thought what I would do is I would bring in a piece 5 1/4 by 4, and I embossed it with these snowflakes here. Hi, Shy. So I'm going to use that as my base today instead of just the solid white. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, and then I have a piece of designer paper. This is paper that was actually gifted to me. I did not buy this paper pack. So I'm still using it, and it's Elegant Pine. And so this is just like a 1.5 by 4-inch piece of designer paper. So I'm going to put this up here and just line that up there. Make sure we got it straight here. And then I'm going to bring in some shaded spruce ribbon. This is really pretty ribbon. It's great for tying bows and things like that. So I'm going to bring this in, and we're just going to tie a bow. Now, if you notice on this one, my bow is a little off because I had cut it. I was going to put it this way, and then I cut this side too short, so we stuck it on there. That card was, you know, sometimes when I'm making projects, I'm like, okay, this worked, and this did not. And that was one of them that I just had to change it up and do a few things different because, yeah, sometimes things just don't work as planned, and you just kind of roll with it and make something different. So that's what I did. So I'm going to tie this little bow here. Where'd it go? Come back here. There we go. Straighten this guy out here. So sometimes, do you guys ever not get your bow as tight as what you wanted it? But you don't want to keep pulling at it because then you bend your paper. So you can kind of sometimes cut the back of this and pull it tighter, and then just put a piece of tape on it. And that helps kind of hold it a little bit better. So there's always options. So there is our bow. I might actually, he's kind of a little loosey-goosey. He might be okay once we glue him down. He's okay. All right. So then I'm going to bring in a label. This label is from Peace on Earth. You guys know I love this set, but the dies in here are amazing. So there's 2 different labels in here. This is the large one, so I'm going to bring in this. And we're going to bring in our shaded spruce ink here. And I put the sentiment on it out of Jar of Joy. So this is Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. I thought this was cute with all of the candy and things like that that go into the gingerbread man. So I'm just going to stamp this up here. There's actually a right side and a wrong side to this. So if you look at this, they kind of have it where it's perforated there. So that the side going down, that's actually the good side, and then there's this side, and it's kind of rough on here. So just kind of pay attention to that when you're doing your label. So we're going to stamp that on there. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in all the pieces from the gingerbread man. So I've already cut out some of these. for us, so you guys didn't have to watch me cut them out, shake the table, do all that craziness. So I'm going to pop this label up here onto my card. See, I think it shows up better with that, am I out of frame here? Let me move you guys. Oh my goodness, there we go. I think it shows up better with the embossed look behind it rather than the ink blending. But like I said, I could have went a little bit darker with the ink blending. You could try that, or just do your own thing. So this little lollipop here, let me show you guys really quick, because there's so many options with this set, and the lollipop is one of them. Let me get this guy out of the way. So when you make this, I got pieces everywhere. So you get this piece right here, and it creates the lollipop. So what I did is I ran it through with the pecan pie first, and then I ran it through with the Pretty in Pink, and then I ran it through with white. And that kind of, this little layer right here, it just pops out. And so you can make these any color that you want. And then also, we're using this one today. So this one actually kind of does the same thing. So this piece will fit in here if you wanted to cut that off, or you could just use, let me grab it, this piece right here, and this also fits inside here. So you can change it up and mix and match it. And so I did a lot of that today. And let me show you. So I have my pecan pie, and then I have my Pretty in Pink. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on this and set it on there. And then I have this white piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my glue right inside here. I find it easier than trying to glue this piece. So we're going to set that right in here, like that. And now we've created this cute little lollipop that's got a wooden stick on it, okay? So, and then I've already done my candy cane. I put the two pieces together. You can do, this one actually is white with red inside, or you can do red with white. So you can, it cuts out both of them at the same time, so it kind of makes it nice when you are building them, so you get two at the same time. So I'm going to put my little dimensional up here and put a little liquid glue here. And I better put some on the stick here. And we're going to pop this up like this. And then I'm going to put some glue on my candy cane. We're just going to have it crossing over there. So this is a great way to use this set if you don't want to do the gingerbread man. He's super cute, but there's a lot of different ways to do him. You can emboss him, you can just stamp him. But if you just don't, if you want a card that's a nice Christmas card that's got the candy and all the fun stuff on it, but you just don't want to do the gingerbread man, this is a great alternative. And it comes together simple. So if you haven't got all of your Christmas cards done yet, then this is a great option. All right, now these are the little gumdrop dies that are in the set. So I cut out two of those. Again, both of these cut out at the same time. You get a big one and you get the small one here. So I'm going to pop this little small one up here like that. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to take it and glue it all to our card front here. And I'm going to use the liquid glue just because of all the bumpiness in the embossing folder. It will make it hold a little bit better. So we're going to go like that. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my little peppermints because I love these things. So let me grab my tool here. We're going to pop a few of these on. Everybody likes candy, right? So let me grab, there's a little baby one. We'll pop that one in here. Okay, so there's our sweet little Christmas card, and then we have to put the white on the inside. So we can decorate this. Let me see, we have wishing you the sweetest Christmas. We can do, let me see, sugar and spice and everything nice. Season's eatings, baking spirits bright. Let's do baking spirits bright. And let me get a big old block here. Let me see. Can I see more? Yeah, see, for some reason, Stampin' Up, or Stampin' Up, it's not Stampin' Up. Facebook is not letting me see what is going on and who's popping on. So if you're on with me, say hi. Sometimes I can see when you guys pop on, and sometimes I cannot. And I cannot see anybody on, but I know it's showing on my phone, but it's not showing on my computer. So I don't know why it does that. So say hi to me. Let me know you're here. All right. So there is card number 1 without using the gingerbread man. Isn't it cute? All right. So let me get this put away. And then I've done some of the work already on the gingerbread man, so you guys didn't have to watch me cut him out. So I will show you guys the little trick for how to let him have both hands with this next one here. All right, so there's the one. So the next one I'm going to be doing is this pop-up card. And isn't he cute? He's got both little hands, so we put some candy in his hand. It is a fold-up, pop-up card that you can put in the mail, but they can also display it on their mantle or wherever they would like. So we are going to make this one next. So this is a piece of 4 1/4 by 11, and look at all these pieces. We got a lot of work to do here. So this one is Shy Shamrock. And this is not, these are not your traditional Christmas colors, but I thought they would be fun to use. I like teals and pinks and things like that. And this is more green than like the Summer Splash. So I thought we would use this one. And these pinks go with it well. So let me get all my little pieces out. There's a lot going on this one, but we will get there. So I need to do a little bit of scoring on this one. Like I said, it is 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to bring our scoreboard in here. We're going to score this at 2 3/4. Actually, I'll do it this way first. We'll score it at 5 1/2 because that is the halfway point of the 11. And then we're going to take this panel and we're going to score this in half. So that would be at 2 3/4. So that's how I came up with these measurements. So half of the total and then half of the first panel. Okay? So we're going to fold this like that. And then this panel is going to be our little pop-up. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So now we need to bring in, I have a piece of white that's 5 1/4 by 4. It's going to be going on the inside here. And then all these layers. So this is another piece of the Shy Shamrock that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is basically just another whole piece of the card. Half a piece, I should say. 5 1/4 by 4. And this is Strawberry Slush. Haven't used this one in a while. This is a good summer color, but I thought, hey, you know what? Let's use it. We haven't used it in a while. So I'm going to pop this one up here. Layer this up. And then I have a piece that's 5 by 3 3/4 of white. So I'm going to pop this one on. And we're just going to layer it right up here. So this is a nice layered card here. All right, just like that. So now what we can do is we can bring in all of our fun pieces here. And these little squiggly things, these are intended for, let me bring my other gingerbread man back in, for like to decorate him for the piping. But I thought this would be fun if I just take this and put these little squigglies all over the background. Let me find my tweezers here. Of the card for a background there. So I'm going to take these. These are itty bitty. And lightly put some glue on here so I don't have a big old mess here. And I'm going to put them just like this, all on the background. So we're going to grab another one. Now you can put them either way. See how they're different no matter. Let me put this one over here. So you can flip them any way you want. You don't have to put them straight, but I thought if I put 4 of these on, it's got enough of a gap in the middle that the gingerbread man is going to be sitting there where his arms are, so you'll never know there's like a break in them. So that's why I did them like this. We'll get this one. So I did 4 of these little squigglies. And let me do this here. And we got one more. Come here, you. All right, let's put that one right here. So there's our little squigglies. And then I've already did my candy here. So again, this is the 3 layers. I used the soft sea foam, the pool party, and the pretty in pink. We have a pool party little scarf here. We got gumdrops for the gingerbread man, for the buttons. And then I did a pretty in pink hat. And then this is our little sentiment here. So our gingerbread man can tell us what he wants to say here. He's going to say seasons eatings. So let me grab that block. And then we're going to stamp this in Shy Shamrock. Put that there. And then I'm going to bring in my gingerbread man and show you how I did both of his hands here. All right, so here is the part that I rolled through, but I didn't go all the way. I didn't cut his hand all the way, because if I did, it would have made it straight there, and I didn't want that, okay? Now, this is one that I've ran through and then stopped and then just fussy cut it out with my scissors. So I'm going to use this one as a template. So what I did is I'm just going to flip this over like this and then take my pencil and draw it right here. And now I can see exactly where I need to go back in with my scissors. Now I did the back side of this so that you don't have pencil marks on your gingerbread man here on the front. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut it like that. And now he has 2 hands. That's what we need. So this is crumb cake right here. And I'm going to bring in the gingerbread man. This block is a little bit too small, but it will work for our gingerbread man. But I do recommend when you get your gingerbread man out of your case here, see how he's all crazy and loose? So you just want to take him and flap him down, and just however he lands, he usually lands perfect. So we're going to take him like that, and then we're going to bring, oops, not like that. We're going to leave it like that, and then we're going to come in with our block and just set it on here. That way you know you're picking him up in the shape that is going to match the stamp, and it's going to match the cutout. So now I can take this and lay this right on here and stamp him, and he'll be perfect. So let me grab my pecan pie here. And now you can use your Misty if you want, if you don't have a block that's big enough. This one, like I said, it hangs off just a little bit, but I can usually push on that and make it fit. So we're just going to take our guy here. Let me make sure you can see without getting my head in. Hopefully we get this straight. And we're just going to take it and go like this. So see how it doesn't fit right there? I'm just going to make sure that I can hit all those points so the ink gets down in there like that. Okay, so now we have this cute little gingerbread man. So you can emboss him like I did in this one. We did him with white embossing, but I think he's cute just stamped as well. So we'll get that off there. Now we need to come in with a little face. So there's several different faces in here. We have the winky face. We have the smiley face with the little eyelashes. Oops, that one goes there. We have the surprised face. Which one is there? And then we have the happy face, which looks like it ran away. Uh-oh. Where's the happy face? All right, well, he's around here somewhere, so let's pick one of these other ones. Let's do the winky face. I don't know where he is. Sometimes they get stuck. I put my dies in here and they get stuck on here, but I don't see it. All right. You guys ever do that? I actually washed these today. Oh, he might be at the sink. He might be at the sink. I took these in there and I washed them today, but I had to be very careful because I have lost I don't know how many stamps down the drain by doing that. So this time I filled the sink up and put the plug in so my stamps didn't go flying down the drain. So, you know, it happens. So I didn't want that to happen. So I think that face is in there. Let's hope. So there's this cute little face, or her cute little face, because we're going to make this one a girl. And I'm going to put some glue up here. We're going to put her little hat on. And then we're going to grab the scarf. We're going to pop this up here. And then I have these cute little gumdrops. So these are the smaller of the two. There's a big one and a large one, like I said. So I'm going to pop this one here. Actually, I wanted this one under here. Let's see if I can get that up. There we go. I'm going to put this one kind of underneath the scarf here. Okay, just like that. And then what else do I need? I think we can put the rest on after we get it on the card. So I'm just going to take this and put it up on dimensionals. And we're going to put this on our card. We're going to kind of lean it over to the side a little bit. That way we can put our sentiment on. And we have to make sure that the hat fits inside the card. So just be mindful of that when you're putting her on. And then we can take our Season's Eatings and we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. We're going to put that right there. And then we have this cute little candy here. So we can pop this. Let's put that here. Actually, I'm not going to pop it because this is a pretty thick card and we've already popped up several different things. So I'm just going to put that there. So there's the front of our card here. Now I can bring back in this part, the base of it, and what we need to do is we need to just put adhesive on the bottom part. Don't put it on the top because then he won't be able to move. So we're just going to put adhesive on the bottom. So let me grab my, where's my stamp and seal? I think it's at my other desk. I'll use this. So I'm just going to put some glue here. And then I'm going to lay this, because this is the exact same size here as my card base. I'm going to lay that on here. So now it's all connected here. So there's our pop-up. But how are we going to get this guy to stand up? Well, we're going to take our inside first, and I want to do some stamping on this. I'm going to bring in my sugar and spice and everything nice. And let me grab a black. And I'm going to grab my Shy Shamrock again. And because this is probably going to be standing up most of the time, instead of putting the sentiment on the inside up here, where you won't be able to see it, I'm going to put it down here. Now you can always take this space up here and you can do your writing or signing of your card, but you can still see the sentiment here. So I thought I would just put it down there this time. Okay. So I'm going to take this and put this on the inside. Just like this. Okay. And then I've cut out two pieces of, I did a piece of the Shy Shamrock. This is 4 1/4 by 1. And then this, the designer paper, this is, do you guys remember this? Let me see. I didn't write the name of this one down. This is the In Color, oh my, this is, let me see, 24 to 26 In Color. So I just grabbed a piece of this. And this is 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to glue this onto my piece of designer paper, or cardstock here. And the pink matches his little, or her little hat here. So we're going to go like that. And then I'm going to take and put dimensionals on this because we need like a bumper for the front part of the card to stop at. So with this being raised, this will create the bumper for our card. So we're going to put this right up here, right above our sentiment, just like that. Okay? So now we've created this stop for our card, just like that. Isn't he cute? So now you have this cute little mantle card that people can display all through the holidays. So there is card number 2, and it also folds down flat. Now, because it is a little bit thicker, it probably will require extra shipping, but it's so worth it because it's so cute. So there's card number 2. Okay, so let's get to our utensil holder here. And I'm going to change this up a little bit, like I said. So I am bringing in the lovely doilies. Now, these aren't available yet. These were a early release for demonstrators. And they're going to go with this Valentine Kisses. Really good. They're going to be super cute. So I thought I would grab these because I want to show you that you can use this beyond Christmas. So what I've done is I grabbed some paper here. Got one of the doilies out. Now there's 2 different colors. There's red and then there's the pink. And I've created a couple of the, I was just feeling the pink and the teal this week, I guess, because most of my stuff, 2 of the cards here is pink and teal. So this is Pool Party and Pretty in Pink. And then I grabbed just a piece of 6x6 paper because this is how I made this. Again, like I said, if you want to go like 8x8 to make it a little bit taller, then that would work too. So I'm going to show you what I did. When I created the one that I put over on YouTube, I just took it and I folded them together like this, but I wasn't liking this crease here. So I probably should go back and redo that video. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it. If you've ever created like a, one of those packets I've showed you guys before, but I made like a 12 by 12 one and I folded it and it created all these packets inside of it for all your goodies, then this is kind of the same thing. So we're just going to take it. Now, if you're one that measures and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a measurement here, it'll be okay. Just, I can tell you here, but I'm not going to measure. I just want to make sure that these kind of overlap a little bit so that I can put adhesive. So for those that need a measurement here, so we have like 1 5/8 on this side. And actually it's 1 5/8 on this side. So just fold it in 1 5/8. Okay. So we're going to take this. I need my stamp and seal. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive down here at the bottom. And that, do I want it all the way? Do I want it all the way? Let me think about it. No, I don't want it all the way. Oh, no, I don't want it all the way. I had to think how I did this thing. All right, so I'm just going to glue it down there. Now when I take this and fold this up, now you can make this as small as you want, or you can go up a little bit. If you make it small, then it's still big enough for a treat, but it gives you more room for your utensils here. So you can do that. So I folded it up about 1 3/4. Okay. So now I can take this. Let me take my bone folder here. Make sure this is nice and creased. And I'm going to put adhesive on both sides of this. I'm not going to put it in the middle. That's where our fun little treat's going to go. And I'm just going to fold that up. So now I've created this little pocket. And I also have a pocket here. Okay, but I want to take this and I'm going to just turn this back and create like a little collar here for our treat holder. Just like this. So it kind of looks like a shirt. All right, now you can put more glue. I guess I could have came up a little bit higher, so I'm just going to put a little pinch of glue right there. And then I'm just going to fasten these little flaps down here like that. Okay, so easy peasy. There is our cute little pouch pocket. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to take this time and I'm going to, I just went with the hearts. I don't know, it'll be okay because the gingerbread man is brown. It'll match okay. But I can take this and I can put this right over top of my pouch. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this. We're going to stick this on here. Okay, we've still got our cute pouch. And then I'm going to bring in my other gingerbread man here. So I'm going to do the same thing with him. Like I said, I only ran him through part way. I want to take and, oh, I already did this actually. So I just took my stencil and traced around there. And I'm just going to cut this out. This is super easy to do. I think he's cute with both little hands. Get that piece. Okay. So with this one, let me see. I embossed him. We can emboss him or we can just stamp him. I think I'm just going to stamp him. And let's see what this one looks like. I should have left this guy on my block. So we're going to put him down, let him lay however he wants. I'm going to grab my big block again, pick him up, and then we'll stamp him in. We'll see how this shows up. This is pecan pie on pecan pie. All right. So let me line him up here. I think I got him straight. And I'll push those little pieces down again. Make sure he's all inked up there. He's a little off, but he's okay. All right. And then I'm going to bring this back in so that we can stamp a face. Let's do, oh, I think I just found the smiley face. I think this was it. So let's do this. All right. And then we can start dressing him. So let's put his hat back on, or her hat. Here, we'll put it sideways. That will kind of cover up where I didn't get it stamped right. We'll put it sideways. Okay. And then we have a scarf for her. I'm not going to put buttons on this one, so we'll just put the scarf on first here. And then we have a little coffee cup here. So let me grab some dimensionals. We'll put this in her hand. And then we have a popsicle here. So let me put a dimensional on this. And then I'll bring this in. We're going to glue her right onto our doily. Just like that. Isn't she cute on that little doily? I like her. Okay, now I can take this. Oops. I'm going to put a little glue on my stick here. We're going to pop that right there so she's holding her lollipop and her coffee. Sounds like a good combo. And then I made a bow. Do I want to put the bow? I think she's cute with the bow. You could do a double. Oh, look, that's kind of cute. You could do a double bow on the scarf, or you could put her up here. Let's put it on her hat. Let's do like that. Okay, so now when you flip it over, you've got a little holder here for your treat. And then I'll bring back in what I do with them. These cute little silverwares. I just took a napkin, wrapped them up. If you don't want the napkin, just leave them off and just wrap them. And we're going to slide these right in here. Just like that. Oh, my paper towel is getting stuck here. Okay, get in there. You know you have to go in there. So there is that. And then here is our cute little silverware holder. So you can use this for Christmas. You can use this for Valentine's Day. You can use this as much as you want. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. But aren't they both cute? I love those doilies. I think it's super cute. So there. I hope I gave you guys some ideas today to use with the gingerbread man or lady. And here is the fun fold. And then here is our sweet Christmas one. So there you go. All right. Do I have any questions? I feel like I got done a little bit early. I did. I got 10 minutes here. I did good on time today. So anybody got any questions for me or anything? Let me check here before I get off. All right. So don't forget Cyber Monday sale is still going on today, so you can take advantage of that if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And that's about it. If I know you guys can't share my videos because this is a private group, but you can always share like my name, or if you see a video over on YouTube, you can share on there, and or share my shorts or videos or anything like that, and then people can find me that way too, and I really appreciate that. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoy these projects. I think they're super cute. So if you have any questions or anything, don't forget that the ordering special, those that did order, I did have an ordering special out for Good Friday, and I appreciate those that ordered. What I did is I have ordered all new upcoming paper that's not available for sale yet. It's just available for demonstrators. So I have ordered all of the new paper, and that is what you guys are going to be getting as a surprise too, which isn't a surprise anymore, but I just want you guys to know that I am waiting on that order to come in, and that's some of the stuff that you guys are going to be getting for the ordering special that you ordered for Good Friday weekend. This week, if you place an order with me $50 or more, then you will be getting the pieces to make all 3 of these projects. I will send them out in the mail to you. I can't do the stamping, don't forget, but I will cut all the pieces out for you, and you guys can recreate these yourself. So there you go. All right, I will talk to you all in the next video. See you soon. Bye-bye.